At UFC 312, Dricus du Plessis dominated Sean Strickland 50-45 from 2 judges and 49-46 from the 3rd judge to retain his UFC title. Dricus said this was the biggest fight of his career because a loss to Sean Strickland would have tarnished his entire title reign.
Every fight to me feels, well, it is. This was literally the most important fight of my career. After winning the belt from Strickland and there being controversy from his side and from his fans and from a lot of people. I mean, people wanted to see the rematch up until the Hamzat thing happened, and then to me, I went like, oh shit, was it that close? Okay. So if I lost this fight, it would have tarnished my whole title reign because he's beaten Adesanya, I've beaten Adesanya. And this was me proving that I did beat him and just doing it in more spectacular fashion. So for me, this fight meant absolutely everything. And to be able to stand here and put on a clinic that I did tonight was absolutely amazing.
In the 4th round of the main event, Sean Strickland had his nose broken by Dricus. At the post-fight press conference, Dana White had nothing but praise for the toughness that Strickland showed tonight.
Sean is usually really good at shutting people down, like Izzy. When he fought Izzy felt like it looked like he couldn't get into a rhythm, and he was in his face, pressuring him the whole time. Feels like that was what Dricus did. I'll tell you something fascinating that I noticed tonight for the first time. I don't know why. Sean Strickland, the way that he acts leading up to fights, right? Normally when you have people who act the way that he acts, you see signs of it in a fight. Who is more focused, professional, and solid in a fight than he is? You know, when he gets hurt, no sticking out the tongue or no, that didn't hurt me, anything. The guy stays focused, keeps coming forward. There's never any hint of how he acts outside the octagon when he's in there. Absolute professional the whole time. It's actually fascinating. I don't know if I've ever seen that with a guy who acts the way he does leading up to fights. I've never seen a guy so solid and professional. Gets his nose broke, snaps it back into place and keeps fighting, gets hit with some nasty shots. When he gets hit with big shots, he doesn't start shaking his head and doing all the goofy things that people like that do. I mean, you can go into any combat sport and you've seen it. Nobody was more professional during the fight than this guy is. It's fascinating, actually.
But in that moment when you did break his nose, did you think that you were going to put him away?
Yes, I did. I saw him. He was definitely rattled. I could see him going backwards. My coaches, I could hear them going, chill. They were saying, chill out. And I went, here we go. And I honestly thought he was gonna. But just shows you the caliber of fighter, the caliber of heart. He's deserving of all the hype. What a tough person, and I have all the respect in the world for him.
Sean Strickland reacted to his loss to Dricus on Instagram. Here's what Strickland had to say about the fight.
Hey, what up, guys? We've been here once or twice. I'm so grateful for your guys' support, man. You guys are so awesome. Win or lose, you guys always ride, and I appreciate you, Dricus. Hats off, man. Hell of a fight. Broke my nose like 6 places. Silver lining is your nose is so broken, it's really easy to reset. So, it was a new experience. But, I'll be quick. I get so many messages from fans, friends, family, like, hold your head up, it's okay. And you guys, man, like, I'm good, dude. Like, losing sucks, but, like, we all lose in life. And I talk to so many people, whether they lose their job, their girlfriend breaks up with them, and they just find themselves in this hole. But, like me, I love the misery. Like, I love the suffering, because when you're miserable, when you're in pain, when suffering, the moment that's gone, and it will end, and there will be a new day, a better day, life's good. So, I'm grateful, and being grateful kind of keeps my head up. And, for you guys going through it, look at me, just, broke my nose in front of millions of people. It sucks, lost a fight. And I still got to wake up tomorrow, hold my head up, and be like, hey, man, it's a new day. Gotta sack up and be a man. So, for you guys going through it, look at me, and I hope that your day gets better.
Backstage, Dricus and Sean Strickland were seen having a good time together, chatting about the fight and the broken nose, while also giving each other props. Here's the clip of their interaction.
Like this, and you just went, and I went for like 2 minutes just trying.
Yeah, dude, I broke it, and I was like, well, in the movies, they just set it back into place.
I saw you trying, and I was like, wrong way, man. Wrong way. You went like this.
No, I felt it. I said it, and the crazy thing is, you shot on me again. And dude, your nose just touched in.
I saw it when the brother.
Hey, dude, at the end of the day, man, we talk about shit, but you're a bad motherfucker. Best in the world. Best in the world. I gotta go to South Africa, man. I've actually been to a Durban once. I love it. Is that your woman? Hey, I don't want my bloody, but you got a bad motherfucker right there, man. I appreciate it. guys.
Although Dricus du Plessis did call out Alex Pereira to a fight in his Octagon interview, Dricus said at the post-fight press conference that he intends to fight Khamzat Chimaev next before moving up to light heavyweight to fight Alex Pereira.
No, Khamzat's first. No, I wish him, I said, please beat Uncle Live. No hate against Uncle Live. I just want to beat Alex Pereira. It's nothing personal against Uncle Live. It was just Pereira, he's such a legend in the sport to me already that it would be amazing to beat him for my legacy. I want to be the greatest to ever do this. But Khamzat's next. Khamzat is next. I want to make sure that this belt, the middleweight title, that there's no question that I'm the GOAT of the middleweight division. And I know that, you have Anderson Silva. In my mind, he is the GOAT of this division. And you have Adesanya, who's done incredible things. But it's not about how many times just you defend. It's about who you fight, how you defend it, and how you've done it, and what period of time have you done it, and who have you fought, and making sure that there's no question that I am the best middleweight, then going up. So I'm not rushing that my next fight is Alex Pereira. No. I want the Khamzat next. I think he deserves a hiding.
Khamzat Chimaev has already started calling out Dricus on Twitter, as well as calling the main event one of the most boring fights he's ever seen. But Dricus does say he plans to return on International Fight Week around July later this year.
When you'd make your return to the Octagon, when would it be?
I would love to maybe see, I've learned my lesson on making promises on fight night. The adrenaline's pumping, feeling ready to go tomorrow. Tomorrow you're feeling like you can't go at all. But the National Fight Week seems like a great idea.
In the co-main event, Weili Zhang defeated Tatiana Suarez via unanimous decision, 4 rounds to 1 from all 3 judges. Dana White praised Weili at the post-fight press conference, calling her the best women's fighter on the UFC roster.
I don't know about you guys or how you felt, but lots of people were texting me saying that Weili loses tonight and, it's over, and she was an underdog, and I bet the casinos got murdered tonight because I bet a lot of people threw money on Tatiana. But when you look at Weili, she's one of the greatest of all time, the best female fighter, in the sport right now. At the press conference, Tatiana was talking about what she was going to do and what about her wrestling, and Weili said, this isn't a wrestling match, this is a fight. And she actually out-wrestled Tatiana tonight, and absolute stud, and such a huge star in China for us. She trended, I want to say she trended #1 like 4 times during fight week. 100 million views just on UFC platforms in China. And tonight she was trending #1 in all the big territories for us. So huge star.
In the same press conference, Dana White teases a potential super fight between Weili and Valentina Shevchenko could be in the works for her next fight.
Who?
Valentina or Weili as the pound for pound.
That's a good one. I fucking hate answering these questions because I love them both. Maybe we'll just have to find out. It's a possibility.